So many of you ask about why we use parameterized functions in piecewise defined, and we try to find A and B such that the function is differentiable everywhere. Here's an example of the usage. The story of roller coaster rails. Let's say a company makes roller coaster rails, and there are restriction on how big each piece can be made, and the restriction on the space the rails are going to be installed. So there's restriction in the space, and there's a restriction in manufacturer, and so something is produced somewhere else and they bring it to the place and install it. And there's also you want the person who's riding the roller coaster to have the thrill, to just be excited on that roller coaster. So you want certain property out of the roller coaster. We use parameterized functions to model each piece. And so when we do that, let's say I have two pieces in there, and I take him to the basically to the site, and I try to install it. There are two things that are important for us. You don't want any sharp edges and corners. You want a smooth ride. And so when the two pieces are installed together, each piece is smooth, and basically smooth is a little better than differentiable when you have let's say these two functions are polynomials. They're smooth, and so you want to put them together so that the combination of them is still smooth, right? And it turns out if the two polynomials are put together, and the place that they're put together, the tangent lines meet, then the tangent line coincides, then the right is going to be smooth. And so basically you want to put these two together, but also you want to make sure that the tangent lines are okay. So one thing is the putting together. The other thing is that look at the two tangent lines. You want them to be the same. And that's the story of differentiability of a piecewise defined function. That's what you're looking for. The differentiable, so the right would be smooth, and before and you know that differentiability also brings the continuity, and continuity is when the two pieces are put together and they're attached to each other. So first you put in restrictions to make the continuous, make the function continuous, the piecewise function, and then you put restrictions to make the left piece of tangent line to coincide with the right piece of the tangent line.